AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Michael Penix and the New York Giants.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 12 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. The Giants at 9-2 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Penix. And the catch made by Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To the air, Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw with Penix. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Dancing to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
You talk about this giant defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was hear him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he was going to create it. Is it going to be just the front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebackers, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Prescott working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And looking to throw, Penix. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 41 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd down, Penix. And this complete to Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. An inside give, Brown. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Hunt. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. They are going for it. Penix. Touchdown! Chase Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys and Dak Prescott getting set to take over once more. He was 4 of 4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Prescott.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Prescott now from the 50.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody at home as we take a look ahead to what's coming.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Prescott to throw it. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Inside give to Elliott. Dances by him.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 51 yards. Back now in Arlington. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Chase Brown with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Man in motion is Agnew. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you got to count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Oh, a nice spin. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now off to the races down the right side. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security. And
they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back, but how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And it's caught.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. Points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants now down by 10. A minute 51 on the clock. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. It's caught. Mitchell. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Penix. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Connecting with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Throwing on first down is Penix. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage there in the end zone, and it's been like that all game long. And now, down 2 scores, I imagine they'll try again, but it'll just be for posterity's sake.
And the kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more palatable, as that's how this one comes to an end. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas
today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Michael Penix and the New York Giants taking on Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now Penix to the air right away. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Here's Penix on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. The Giants hit 9-3 here on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. He'll get this down to the 38. Now you look at this Saints defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical to be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Taken down by Pete Werner. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 20-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Penix.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants.
Chase Brown.
Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Johnson, the intended target, and it's second down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Now Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They give it to Brown, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. To the air, Penix. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 4. They'll go play action here with Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Giants on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Penix. Eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd down, it's Penix. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Man open left side is Brown. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll throw with Penix. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Throwing again, Penix. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Carr to throw on second down. And Wilson with it, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot here before half for Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the Jaguars, as that one's gone to halftime. Will Levis with a couple of touchdown passes there. In the first half, it was the rookie number 8 overall pick, Michael Penix, who had it working out there. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Carr now on first down. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down, Kamara. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Kamara going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And this time he is in. Yes. Alvin Kamara, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild-card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end. And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front-row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this. And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. An inside give, Brown. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll drop to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Pennick's going to look to throw on 1st down. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw again. He finds his man. It's Robinson. Touchdown! Wandale Robinson, 36 yards. And the Giants will add to their 4th quarter lead. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by 10. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. He's got Johnson, and he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Throwing his Carr. It's complete. Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Carr completes it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Carr to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's It's caught by Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw, Penix. He shakes him off. Flushed out right. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that.